Okay. Whoops. Hello, everybody. My name is Lasha. And why are you looking at my mug? And why was I thinking that people were going, I was waiting for people to join the live at 12:25 on August the 25th of 2025. This is a really important day. Do you know why? Because it is Monday, August 25 of 2025, and I'm alive. And if you're watching, you're alive. And then I was thinking, okay, what is my topic of discussion tonight? I can't sleep. Oftentimes when one can't sleep, there's always an underlying issue. There are so many sophisticated podcasts in reference to sleeping and why you can't sleep, REM sleep, dreams, etc., that you don't need to watch this in reference to my sleep issues. But one of the strategies that I did learn about sleep is to stay up. Like, don't fight it. I remember one time, let's just talk about sleep for a minute. If people don't get enough sleep, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. So, yeah, sleep. If I can't sleep, I journal, and I usually start a live stream. I heard Jordan Peterson talking about sleep and his benzodiazepine withdrawal. So thank you, whoever is watching. And if you can't stay to watch, I can promise you, I do jump from subject to subject. However, at the end, everything I say makes sense. So I'm taking notes. I started off talking about sleep. And the reason the thumbnail is a picture of my shoes is because those are Jimmy Choo shoes. Now, what do Jimmy Choo shoes have to do with sleeping and live, me doing or trying to conduct somewhat of a sophisticated live? By the way, my name is Lasha, and give this kid some help. I need some help. Would you mind hitting that like button? No? As soon as I said that, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 7 people took off. People hate that, hey? Liking, would you please like and subscribe? I do it all the time. I like, subscribe. My favorite YouTubers, if I don't, if I don't, did you just say that I look like I'm from Alberta? Okay, I have to take a picture of that. My uncle won't believe me. Oh, wait, that comment, I'm taking a picture of the comments. You know what my podcast is really about tonight? That mentally ill people apparently are very creative. So I thought to myself, what person wakes up, or not even wakes up? I haven't even slept, so how could I wake up if I haven't slept? Like, that's nonsensical. and then conduct a podcast in your most vulnerable state of insomnia, and you start talking about sleep, Jordan Peterson, and how he stopped taking benzodiazepines, and then Jimmy Choo Shoes, and why was that the thumbnail, is because creative people are supposed to be mentally ill. And I want to know what you think about that. Hello, um, is it Adela? Hello, can you please help me with anxiety and depression? Hello, Syed. Yes, I can actually, if you're still there. And Paul, you look like you're from Alberta. I take that as a compliment. You know, maybe it's because Albertans have a lot of pride, and also I'm tanned and I'm usually pretty white. What province? Oh, this is Ontario. Yeah, thank you for sticking around. Um, Syed, are you still there? Because if you're serious about depression and anxiety, I really can give you some tips. Are you there, Syed? Hi from the UK. Oh, free up. If you're from the UK, question, do you ever listen to TNT UK? TNT UK? Where she used to, her name's Ems, and she talks about Harry and Meghan all the time? At any rate, I was talking about, tonight I wanted to talk about deep breathing and, okay, no, that's not what you do for anxiety. When you're traumatized, people often, use unsavory substances that people think that they're making themselves feel better, but they're really hurting themselves. Well, happy birthday, Free Up. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. or Mrs. Free Up. Happy birthday to you and many more. And I'm able to get a countdown from 15 for my B-Day. Well, happy birthday. So tonight I was talking about mentally ill people and how they are creative, because when I've watched, I'm 54, and I was in a wheelchair. For those of you who have never been here before, I'll tell you. For those of you who know the story, go like this for 30 seconds, la 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 la, or do some deep breathing. I started this channel because I broke my femur here, and I had like a botched what you call it, traction, and then a botched surgery, right? Now, prior to breaking my leg, I was a businesswoman, as it were. I worked at Jenny Craig. I was a district manager. I trained sales, etc., etc. There were 200 teammates, 6,000 clients, and I was very straight-laced. I mean, I didn't even try marijuana. I think I tried it when I was, maybe 19 or 20. I didn't smoke. I was absolutely in the bounds of being 100% healthy. And then at 46, when the femur broke and the surgeon, it was incorrectly performed, I was in the wheelchair for a year. My mind, it's almost felt like it's split in two. That doesn't even make sense. But the inhibitions and the anxiety that most people have when they're performing. Um, uh, you're very welcome. Most people who like to perform get anxiety prior to performing. And I was a trainer, so I had to perform and train, but I was very calm in my demeanor. And I really, those who can't do teach, and I could sell. Like I couldn't sell anything because I really didn't believe in what I was doing, but I was doing it for a paycheck. And that got on my moral nerves. I eventually left, but my whole point is when I broke my leg, this creativity started to flow out of me like a 3-year-old. And it happened when I was 46. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm not a neurologist, I'm not a psychologist. I'm just going from my own experience. I really think people in Hollywood are absolutely crazy. I mean, traumatized. Something awful has happened to every single star I can think of. Throw out a movie star's name and I can tell you what issue it was. Anybody. One movie star's name or singer's name within my age group. Okay. Nobody? I don't want to waste anybody's time. Let's start with Johnny Depp. Everybody loves Johnny Depp. Okay, Johnny Depp. Guess what? I grew up in the Johnny Depp era. How do you spell Johnny? Is it Gonny or GH? But at any really, you see? And then you hit menopause and your brain goes like foggy. Ooh. Menopause, you get foggy. So Johnny Depp, he started off really young. We all saw the trial, popping diazepam, all through his drinking to blackout, coke, all of that stuff, up until his 60s. But what a career, what an actor. Gwyneth Paltrow, completely narcissistic. Do you know that she made, this is a fact, and I stand by this, because Candace Owens researched it. So this is, oh, so no, I can't back it up for a fact, but I did watch Candace Owens, her special Harvey Speaks, and he said categorically the Gwyneth Paltrow Brad Pitt thing didn't happen. And to me, Candace Owens does her research. So that's check one. Let's look at, oh, oh, who else is famous? Somebody help me. I can't think of anybody famous right now. Oh, shoot. Oh, Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry. He wrote a book. And do you know that the book that, you know what, my friend Ian bought it for me, and it's called Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing? Well, it was all a lie. I couldn't believe it. And there's, in my old lives from about 2.5 years ago, where I look like I'm 10 years old, the magazine that was reporting on Matthew Perry's death, and he passed away. And also Joaquin Phoenix's brother, River Phoenix, problems. Look at Justin Bieber. Look what happened to him when he got to Hollywood. What would have happened to him if he never went to Hollywood? You know, I should call this channel What Ifs. What Ifs. Anyways, I really think that people, and look at Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron saw her father, her mother actually had to, her father, because the father was so abusive. And then she went to Hollywood. Okay, I rest my case. So then I was questioning my sanity. Oh, I have a tablet, and I have a computer, and a phone, but I still can't edit a video. What does this have to do with your femur? Oh, that's a great question, K-Frog. Because when my femur broke, it was traumatizing because the surgeon didn't say he made a mistake. He didn't admit he made a mistake. So I felt like I was completely violated because he didn't say anything. That's why I have the holes in my knee, because he put the hardware in so wrong. I even have a scar way up here, like way up there, because and it hurts. It's indented. Like I was 25 pounds heavier 10 years ago. I had to build up my muscle mass and I'm still really thin. And it was very traumatizing. So I felt violated. He never admitted he made a mistake. He lied to my face. He falsified documents. And the Canadian government said the reason I had to have 4 corrective surgeries was because I smoked marijuana. And I didn't start doing that until after I broke my femur for pain. That's why. And then when I broke my femur, I don't know what happened. I was in that wheelchair for a year. I was heavily medicated. My leg was straight out for 5 years. And even the muscle memory of those years is so strong that when I illustrate what I went through in the wheelchair, my leg automatically comes up and my fist go like this. It's muscle memory. And it's fascinating, and I felt like my brain fragmented. And if you look at if you go to my popular shorts and my popular videos, which my videos don't get a lot of views, however, I guess we all try to walk to the beat of our own drum. What does this have to do? Eat a raw onion with the skin on it? Is that a joke? Really? Okay. I don't think that would make my breath smell really good, but at any rate, I just wanted to say, so my creativity came out. So if you go to my popular shorts, you'll notice that I started to ballet dance. So I'm not here crying victim. I'm here calling triumph. But it was a violation when the surgeon didn't say anything, and I'm really proud that I came through it. Like, to me, surviving is a war, not this type of issue, but yet it's a violation. It's a systemic issue. And because I was so depressed and grieving over a loss of years, whatever, you have to get the fuck over yourself and carry on. But I almost wonder sometimes, I think people that don't get through trauma, like look at Robin Williams. That's why I'm saying I think, and Hollywood is starting to crumble. Look at P. Diddy. I mean, was he in plain sight the whole time? I really do think that a lot of celebrities, look at Marilyn Monroe, look at Jackie Kennedy, look at JFK, whatever, look at Prince Harry. You know, it's actually quite sad. And I think that mental illness, and look at Kanye West, do have a lot to do with creativity. I also think that Candace Owens is a really angry woman. It seems like she always wants to pick a fight with someone. Always. And now what she's doing is so manipulative on her show. I don't know if you can all see through it, or maybe I'm the one that's blind. I mean, I'm the one that has tiny eyes, but I can still see. Why is she trying her case on her channel prior to the court date? She's doing exactly what the Macron's lawyers did. It's all strategic. And she even tried to pick a fight with Megyn Kelly. And Megyn Kelly said Candace will probably win this case. And then she went on and on and on and on. And I think she does it purposeful. I said to my uncle, I said, do people like really have motivational plans with people? That's creepy. That is so creepy. Anyways, that's all that I wanted to talk about tonight. I couldn't sleep, so thank you very much. I had this song. I'm just going to get a drink of water. One sec. Oh, okay. Thank you for joining. I better not sing. I don't want to get too loud. I want to thank everybody for coming on. Abella, Syed, if you really want help with your anxiety and depression, all you need to do is email me and I will respond. Thank you for the Alberta, Ontario, Free Up from the UK. You don't know Ems? Oh, Free Up, you're lovely. You're welcome. You know what? I should do a happy birthday video for you in 15 days and eat an onion. I need to go stare at the blank wall now. That was good. That was good. Touche, touche. Okay, thank you very much. I hope that I can get some sleep. And, you know, Hollywood's crazy. And now it's going to be YouTube. Hello, hello. I was just leaving. Young lady? Oh, I'm 54. Thank you so much. And it's 12:47 p.m. Pacific time, and I'm losing my voice. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hello, Lee. Hi. Well, if you want to take a watch back, thank you very much. And yeah, thank you. Oh, are you talking to me? Anyways, I better go. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, bye. Melody. Good night, Melody. Did you keep track? I was thinking about you tonight for real. And good night, sir. Thank you so much. Melody, I want to go through, and I've been meaning to go, sorry, I always look down at the icon in which I'm speaking to. Melody, I'm a random citizen. I was replying to random citizen, Melody. Can you see me, Melody? Can you see me? Okay. Melody, I was thinking about you tonight because random citizen sent me a message. Because you know me, I always like to reach out and say, hey, how you been? And then he apologized for not commenting. And I'm like, no, I just wanted to say hello. And I said, how could I ever forget Random Citizen when I started this channel way back when I was so lonely, and you both were so kind, and Trevor and Sarah and Saucy. Like, I'll never forget any of you guys. And Rain Ryder and T-Bone and yeah. And then Random Citizen won the raffle. And then he said he couldn't use it because, well, you remember the way I was. I wasn't quite as confident as I am now. And you were just so wonderful with your art. And oh, I love your channel. I love your channel. I've been watching your footage, but you know what? You really need to keep going. It is so creative and amazing. I keep looking down at you because your icon's there too. But it's so amazing. You've got, everybody needs to subscribe. Melody Moon, what is your um, uh, YouTube channel name? Melody Moon, this is originated as a non-donation charity, and I was using some of my own money to really put, because I really wanted to change the legislation about my leg. Just Melody Moon, not just, but Melody Moon. Okay, so everybody, you've got to subscribe if you want to talk about creatives. So I was talking about creatives. So Melody Moon won, Random Citizen won the first raffle Amazon ticket. And he didn't want to use it because he said it was an American. And I said, well, give it to a Canadian. So he gave it to Melody. And then Melody asked me what my address, and like, I'm clueless. And so I gave her my address, and she sent me these paints. I still have the Melody, and I still use them. And I still have the book that you sent me right here. Melody, remember? I think this was one of the first ones that I did with the paints that you sent. Remember that? Because I'm so bad at painting and I really wanted to learn how to paint, so I'll never forget that. You know, those are one of those moments in life. Oh my gosh, I just found my Nana. Look at, there's my Nana. I even have my Nana's writing there, Melody. I love family. Do you all love your families? Family's so important. And when things go wrong in families, it's so sad. However, on a happy note, I would like to say, so long, farewell. I need to say adieu, adieu, adieu to you and you and you. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. That was terrible. I told you, creative people are cuckoo-luckoo. Okay, good night, everybody. And really, this video was about people who have severe trauma in Hollywood. Hollywood is crumbling. I really think that there's a lot of sociopaths that also run the world. And on that note, I'll try to think of some thought-provoking content. Okay. Oh, and Trevor's Infinite Horizons. Melody Moon, wait till you see, and everybody else who is here, wait till you see Indra and, oh, thank you, my hair. Can I call you Indra? And Anuba Lee. Thank you all for joining. No, honestly, it means so much to me, because you know what? None of this would exist. I might have had an idea, but one idea doesn't go anywhere without other people. So on that note, it's our channel. That's why it's a non-donation charity. And there's a really boring video that you can watch. And it's called The Origin, Intent, and Goal of the Channel. And it's the saddest, longest, boring video you could ever watch in your life. But if you could get through that video, you can get through anything. Okay. Good night, everybody. Bye.